What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl KandidwithKayla, and I am back with another video.
Did you miss me?
Well, I missed you too. And oh my god, y'all, it's been a long time since I made a video. Oh my god, I miss y'all so much. Y'all, it's been like 9 days since I made a video, but I have an excuse, okay? And don't mind this nail. It's broken. I know it's ghetto. I promise I'm about to go get it fixed. Y'all, last week was my birthday, March 11th. Shout out to all my Pisces viewers. If you're a Pisces, drop down in the comments below so you can get a post notification shout out. Actually, everybody, if you're new to this channel and you want to get a post notification shout out, all you got to do is like, share, turn on those post notifications, comment done, and you can get a post notification shout out, okay? But anyway, also, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. How did I forget to say that? Subscribe to this channel. Hit that thumbs up button. Okay, and like I said, turn on those post notifications. But back to what I was saying, my birthday just passed. I went to Miami with my best friends, and so I had a blast. So I have not been recording. I've caught up on all the shows finally, and I am here. So let's get right into tonight's episode of Basketball Wives. Y'all, if you see me looking down, it's because I got notes, but I had to write some notes because it was just a really wild episode. It was so much going on. And I know y'all be mad at me when I talk about OG, but guess what? I don't even care anymore because OG deserves everything I be saying. I'm right. I'm right. I've learned, y'all, that I'm right, okay? So let's get right on into this. So they get to talking there at the Jackie mansion. And OG, Malaysia, Jackie, and Kristen are having this conversation that spilled over from the last episode where it seemed like they broke through to OG because she's crying or whatever. But girl, OG wiped them tears and went right back to being mean. So like, what do you do with that? So anyway, OG basically saying she stands firm on her issues, basically. She's like, y'all talked about my boobs, my feet, my skin, my face. You call me ugly, you call me a monkey, Godzilla, this, that, and the third. And so they bring up, like, what is the context in some of these things? Like, okay, when Feby called her Godzilla, Feby wasn't coming for her looks. They played the clip of Feby saying that she was coming at her like a Godzilla. Basically, she was talking about how aggressive she was being. Not her looks. It had nothing to do with that. She was talking about how Godzilla stomped down the doggone street. Y'all, stop acting like y'all don't know what people be talking about. But anyway, so Malaysia asked her, like, how is it fair that nobody can come for you? It's colorism if somebody come for you. It's all of this other stuff. But you be coming for people. You be coming for people. Like, you literally do the same thing. So, you know, and they flash. I love when Bravo and VH1 flash clips of people doing stuff when they talking about it. So they flash to her telling Evelyn, and this is before the monkey and all of those jokes, her telling Evelyn she not black, you're not even black, this, that, and the third. They show her talking about Malaysia bleaches her skin, even though that was not even proven true. Whether she did or not, that's not your business. And she was spewing that at the reunion. They show where she was talking about whoever Malaysia wig or whoever's wig it was when they was going back and forth. The bottom line is, it seems like you be doing stuff, OG be doing stuff, and she get into it with people just like a normal argument. But like, it's like if we get into it and we calling each other ugly and stupid and stank, but like, you try to turn it into something bigger than that. It's nothing bigger than that. Like, you was talking about me and I was talking about you. That's how people argue. And so I don't really know why OG trying to make it a big deal. But anyway, they show her body shaming Evelyn for getting surgery, plastic surgery, saying that Evelyn wished she had a body all natural like her, which is body shaming, because if somebody chooses to get surgery or not, it ain't up to you to be trying to tell them that they jealous of your natural body. Because truth be told, OG, I don't want your body. I wouldn't pay for it. I'm skinny. So I know I can't say too much, but I wouldn't pay for OG's body. I actually wouldn't take OG's body for free. That's all I'm going to say about that. So anyway, OG then goes to say that she felt offended when Malaysia was on her page, on her Instagram, saying one monkey don't stop no show right after the monkey incident. And Malaysia was like, girl, like, they ain't had nothing to do with you. I actually had a whole nother incident going on that, and like, why would I do that? Like, that's lame, basically. And once again, you know, I don't know, maybe it's because she's not American. Maybe she's never heard that. But like, one monkey don't stop no show is a very normal phrase. It's never been related to black people or white people. Not as far as in the black community. I ain't never heard it being an issue of colorism. But anyway, so Jackie, she is like, I'm starting to realize that OG is making assumptions. Like, OG will hear you, like, basically OG was like, oh, Jackie called her ugly, and Jackie is like, no, I said your boobs were ugly, but I didn't say you were ugly. And OG is like, well, that's what I interpreted. There's a difference now, OG. You are saying that people bona fide did this, but now you saying you interpreted this way. And that you're acknowledging that Jackie may not have called you ugly, but she called your boobs ugly, but that's still saying you ugly. It's not. It's not. I can look at you and be like, your feet are so ugly. Okay? Your feet are... Sierra, the singer, ugly feet. Horrible feet. Her feet are ugly. She's beautiful. See how that works? So, I don't know. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know, am I tripping or y'all understand where I'm coming from right there? Like, just because somebody say something on you is ugly doesn't mean that they're saying you are ugly. So, I understand if you feel that way, but once they make it known to you that that's not what it was, like, you gotta move on. So, Malaysia says that OG basically always, because Malaysia was like, well, you was talking about me bleaching my skin, and OG's like, no, I wasn't. I didn't say you bleach your skin. I said I heard that you bleach your skin, which Malaysia's like, sis, you always trying to play that I'm just a messenger role. You always heard something. You know, it's always like, oh, well, I heard this and then I just said it. But just the messenger is just as bad as the person saying it, because, like, stop talking about me. At the end of the day, you need to take accountability, because Malaysia was like, well, my feelings was hurt when you said that. And you never take accountability for that. So I agree with Malaysia. OG has not taken accountability for anything she has said or anything she's done. And I strongly believe that just because you feel someone has done something wrong to you, if you've also done something wrong, two wrongs don't make a right. You still need to apologize or at least acknowledge what you did in the situation. I don't feel like OG is trying to do that. So anyway, OG basically says that they know what colorism is. They all know the definition of colorism and how black women are looked at, and that they don't need to try to further perpetuate that and put it on her, like, basically. And I do understand that now. I do agree with that, because I don't like when black people or black women pull a Karen on a black woman, if that makes sense. Like, don't try to, you know that black women are looked at as too feisty, too much attitude, all of these bad things. So don't try to play me up to them. Like, if I'm aggressive one time, don't be trying to make me to be the angry black woman just because I was angry once. And I do agree with that. However, if I am the angry black woman more times than not, I can't get mad at you for saying that. So I get what OG is saying. However, OG, if you don't want to be looked at as the stereotypical aggressive, angry, bully black woman, stop being the aggressive, angry, bully black woman every time. It's literally no times. There's not been any interaction that I've seen so far that was pleasant with OG. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. You cannot tell OG anything unless it's about what she want to hear. She don't want to hear that. So, anyway, y'all, she basically saying like, y'all try to make me to be the stereotypical black girl, angry black girl, basically, and y'all don't do that to anybody else. But Kristen is like, no, Evelyn literally threw something past my face. We've had conversations about that, how that was not right. And I will say this, maybe OG don't watch Basketball Wives. Maybe she's not a OG Basketball Wife watcher, but I am, and I will say that there has been plenty of backlash about Tammy. Tammy was aggressive. You remember they made Tammy the angry black woman. She ain't light skinned. I mean, she ain't dark skinned. She's light skinned with light eyes. She is completely. So how was that colorism, OG? Because they did make Tammy. They did everything what they do in the OG, they did to Tammy, like, for real. Y'all be honest, y'all, if y'all watch this, y'all know everything they did to OG, they do to Tammy. I mean, they did to Tammy. They made her the outcast, made her the bully, the mean girl, the aggressor. That's what they did. They played her, and it was against Evelyn. So, you know, and it goes to the point of how later on in the episode, Jackie said she thinks it may be favoritism, not colorism. And I can totally agree with that. It is favoritism. I think they show favoritism to Evelyn, but it's not colorism. So anyway, OG says she didn't know that they've had these conversations with Evelyn. And Kristen is like, yeah, well, now you know. and she's still like, well, everybody get a pass. I'm tired of talking to y'all because y'all refuse to get it. And Kristen says, like, she feels like, she tells OG, I feel like your experiences with the group are somehow being skewed to fit into this box of colorism that feeds into, like, basically your insecurity. And I totally can understand what she's saying. Like, it feels like she has this insecurity, so she's taking these things and making them make sense. She's making it make sense in her head. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's what she's doing in her head. So anyway, they go back over to the Evelyn, they flash over to the Evelyn mansion and they show Shaunie and Evelyn, and Shaunie's on the phone FaceTiming with Shaq. And I thought it was a cute little moment that they was able to joke about the situation that happened with the Tammy and Jen and all that situation where basically Shaunie tells Shaq, like, oh, your side piece over here, you know, and they're laughing about that. And Evelyn said, like, oh, it wasn't memorable. I think it's cute that they can joke about it. I'm glad that their friendship was able to move past that, because that really could have took the friendship out, honey. That could have took them out. And it's still up in the air about whether or not it really happened. I don't know. So I'm going to just move on. Shaunie says the Houston's working out for her. She can be close to everybody. That Shakira is in Atlanta with Shaq for basketball. I think that's a very good idea. I mean, it's Shaq. No better hands to be in. So I think that's great. So they flash back over to the Jackie mansion, okay? So Jackie basically is, Malaysia asked OG, what do you want? Like, what do you want to happen? Because I think we all are wondering exactly what this girl wants, because she really, we're all confused. So she says she just wants everybody to stop acting scary and just act normal, be themselves. And Malaysia is like, I don't really know if that's possible, being that you've called everybody a colorist and nobody gets why they're colorists, because we're trying to come to you. You don't want to explain it. And before y'all jump in my comments, because y'all love to jump down in the comments and be like, oh, they should have came to her last year. She don't have to explain it. Listen, from what it sounds like, no matter if they would have came last year or now, OG is being very, very clear. She's been very clear that she does not feel she needs to explain what they did to them and that they should know. OG has been very clear about that, and no matter if you a fan of hers or not, you have to sit here and say, all y'all who be mad in the comments, talk about I'll be wrong, y'all know that OG definitely is not trying to explain to these girls what they did. She feels like they should know, and that's not fair. Just because you feel like a person should know what they did does not mean that they gonna know what they did. Like That's just what it is. So, OG says that the entire group is colorist, okay? And Jackie like, what? Even me? Even me? And OG is like, yes, even you. So, OG then goes on to y'all. Now, this is something new. I never heard of this. Let me know in the comments if y'all ever heard of this or if you agree or disagree, because I completely disagree. Now, she said when a parent says to a child, wake your black A up, that's being colorist. Now, she said it's being colorist because white people don't be like, wake your white A up. But first of all, how you know what they be saying? OG, how do you know what white people say in their household and why it's what white people saying the barometer for what black people can say? So just because white people don't say something, we can't say it. What? It's colorist because they don't say it? OG, what are you talking about? And how is that colorist saying wake your black A up? They black, we black, our A is black. Wake your black A up. It ain't like nobody parents saying wake your dark skin A up or wake your chocolate A up or wake your red bone A up. No one's parent says that. It's just a blanket. Wake your black A up because you black and you got an A and it need to wake up. OG, sis, I think maybe that you don't understand American culture enough. Maybe some of the stuff that we do is misconstrued as colorist to you, but it's not really colorist to us. I don't really know, but that was crazy to me. So, hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all. Somehow my TV just like came on. I don't know. But anyway, y'all. So anyway, now they're talking with Jackie, OG, Jen, Noria, and Nia. All right, and I promise y'all, I'm gonna get this Noria Nia breakdown thing, but the names are just so close and it's hard. So Noria and Nia, following the conversation with Jackie and Malaysia and Kristen and OG. You know, Malaysia and Kristen, they like, all right, well, we gonna go ahead and head out. Because Jackie like, look, this conversation got a little too heavy. Let's leave it here. So, Noria and Nia simply asked, like, are y'all good? Because, I mean, they did look a little frazzled. I thought it was polite that she asked, are y'all good? So she asked, are y'all good? And she's like, Noria asked if they good, and Nia says, what's going on? And I already knew it was going to be some drama because OG mumbles under her breath, oh, they're inquisitive. So, Jackie was like, you know, I just learned that everybody in the group except y'all two are colorists. That's what I just learned. So, OG then goes on to say that it was a general statement and that it shouldn't be taken personal. And that it basically, if you took it personal, if anybody in the group took that general statement personal, it's their fault. Sis, how you gonna say that? How you gonna say that? You made a statement about our group as a whole. And then you're telling us individually not to take it personal, but you said every person in the group is colorist. It wasn't general, OG. It was very much personal. I don't understand. I don't understand. No, for real, I don't get it. So anyway, so, you know, at this point, Jackie, you know, at this point, Kristen is like, listen. I mean, Nia's like, look, when we ask you, I don't know why I call Noria Kristen. But Nia's like, look, when we ask y'all questions or ask you questions, it feel like we're closed off or you're closed off to us. However, when y'all asking us questions, y'all expect us to answer and everything. So OG then goes and tells them, honey, y'all need to adjust y'all tones. Ooh, girl, who you talking to? So she tells them that they need to adjust their tones. And Nia says, girl, yours is like this very often. Period. And that's on who Mary had a little... Y'all, this really got me a little upset. I'm a little charged up right now. But for real. So she says, you like this often. So OG she started to do what? I hate when girls do this. You know when you getting into it with a girl and then like y'all arguing and then she look at her friend and she be like, you better tell them about me. You better tell them who I am. So OG, she leans over and she's like, Jackie, tell these ladies. You need to tell these ladies. Boop. Nia stops her, Noria, and was like, Noria stops her and she was like, Jackie don't need to speak for you. You need to speak for yourself. So OG was like condescendingly talking to them. I said, girl, don't talk to me like that. I will punch you in your eye. Who child do you think that you're talking to like this? Cause I'm not the one. That's how I was feeling when she started doing this. I was like, girl, you must want to fight. Cause I was waiting on you at the top. But no, for real. So Noria cut her off again. I love it because Nia and Noria, they is not scared, okay? I'm sorry, Nia cuts her off again. So Nia cut her off again and OG was like, if you don't let me finish, you'll be finished. Girl, I don't know what Ferris Bueller Day Off or what American Pie movie this girl watched before she start every episode to have her giving out these white high school boy threats. Not even white lady, high school white boy threats. If you don't let me finish, you will be finished. Hey sis, who you talking to, girl? I would have laughed. So Noria was like, well, finish me then. Finish me then, boo. Who gonna check me, boo? Finish me then. I was loving it though because nobody ever give it back to her. So Jackie explaining what happened with Malaysia. They still going into it. They going back and forth. Lower your tone. I ain't lowering my tone. You lower your tone. Back and forth. Back and forth. I'm just glad somebody's standing up to OG because everybody act like they scared. So OG was like, you got a hostile tone and you've had a hostile tone before, and I'm in my head like, before this girl been here 2 days and she been nice to you for 2 days, like at what point did she have a hostile tone? We all like, what? So then OG goes, don't act like this the first time we talked about Feby. Burr. I'm like, say what? Come again, say what? So then she tells us that they get into it because OG says that her first interaction with Nia was on the phone like she'll F this B up and she'll do this and that, and just like she was she was a firecracker from their first time talking, and Nia is like, that's a lie, you're a lie. Nia then drops the bomb and says, you a lie. Actually, you reached out to me. You wanted me to be on the reunion because you knew about me and Feby's situation and you wanted me to come on there with some tea on Feby. Boom! So OG is like, that's a lie. And OG says that this girl was so desperate that she tried to offer up some tea on Feby and Lance or whatever, so that OG would put her on the show. And OG said she declined. But the girl is like, I'm not even on the show because of you, OG. That doesn't make sense. Jackie brought me on the show, so what are you talking about? I'm sorry, y'all. OG's story doesn't sound believable. It sounds like she was trying to buzz Nia out, and it backfired because she probably didn't think that Nia was going to admit that, because she probably thought Nia didn't want nobody knowing she was trying to get on the show before, or that it was some conversation about Feby maybe. I don't know, but boom, Nia dropped the bomb, and I believe Nia, and I don't believe OG. Sorry, OG. You tried to get that girl to come on the show as an ally to you against Feby. It makes sense. And I ain't saying like, oh, OG's a monster for doing that. That's what people do when they try to find, when they beefing with people, they try to find other people. But I'm just saying, you did that, OG. So, then of course, now everybody's side-eyeing OG because Nia been here for 2 days. These girls been here for 2 days, and Jackie introduced them to you as if they were new people, and you acted as if you didn't know them. You've never mentioned to Jen was like, I don't know this. Jackie didn't know. You've never mentioned it to anybody that you even knew this girl. So stop with the cap. You just now letting it be known that she didn't use you to get in the circle or anything. So it just sound like you lying, OG. You got caught up. You was trying to get somebody caught up. So then they arguing some more because Nia's like, you're a liar. You're lying. And OG gets up and OG is like, you a lame AH. Here she go again, Miss everybody colorist. She don't want nobody talking about her. She gets up and calls this girl a lame AH. So Nia was like, you lame, look what you got on. And OG was like, look at you, really look at you with the white tee on. It's just so funny because OG conveniently can talk trash to people and argue back and say anything to people, but nobody just can say anything back. It's just really funny. So Nia says, listen, it ain't no colorism issue. It's not a colorist issue. OG is a bully. I'm here for it. I'm sorry. OG is a bully. And you could drop down in the comments if you think OG not a bully and tell me why you think OG not a bully. But to be honest, it don't matter because I think she a bully. And I'm just going to heart your comment and give it a thumbs up and move on because OG is a bully. So, I'm sorry. I'm trying to give her a chance, but every episode she just get worse. So they go back over to the Evelyn mansion, okay? And this Malaysia is coming back home after all of this. Malaysia and Kristen come back home after all of this. So Evelyn, Shaunie, Liza, Kristen, Malaysia, all the girls are there. And Malaysia's telling her like she feels defeated by the whole ordeal because she's like, look, I tried to go over there. She tells them basically everything that happened. I tried and we got nowhere. And she tells them that Nia and OG are arguing. And Malaysia's like, at this point, it's not everybody. It's you. You're arguing with everybody. These two new girls have been here 48 hours and you're already beefing with them. You're already arguing and threatening them. You're already threatening them. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. You're already threatening them. So at this point, it's you. It's gotta be you, OG. Like, something gotta be true about what people are saying about you. So, they say, like, okay, like, let's invite the sisters over because we don't want them to feel ambushed and attacked. We also don't want them to feel like they gotta be stuck over there. So invite them over. Let's talk to them. I thought that was a very nice thing to do. A good olive branch to extend because they are new and it is a bit of an ambush because they don't even know what's going on. And they really, like Shaunie said, they was trying to be nice. They was trying to like be on OG's side. So how dare you turn on them, OG, like this? So now they get over there and Jackie comes with them and Shaunie basically is saying like OG need to look in the mirror. She's pointing their finger at everybody else for doing all this stuff. She need to look in the mirror and realize that she is also doing things. So Nia tells the ladies that OG tried to use her as a pawn. This is the first time these ladies are hearing about it. So once again, another group of ladies that didn't know that OG even knew who Nia was. It just seems like OG was on some sneaky stuff. So Jackie, they asked Jackie how she feels, and she said she feels torn because, basically she just wants it to work out. So Liza said, she feels like nobody's hearing each other, and I do slightly agree, but I feel like the ladies are hearing OG, but OG just ain't making no sense. And OG's not trying to bring any more clarification. She's like, I said what I said. Nene voice. I said what I said. That's where OG is right now. So, Shaunie is saying she is concerned about how OG is making them all look as a group. She's like, look, at the end of the day, you're making us all look as if we're colorists, trying to make this group look bad. We've been together all this time and we've never had an issue that we couldn't come back from. But this is an issue that you are making it seem as if we can't come back from, all because we favored our friend who happened to be lighter than you. And at the end of the day, that's really where it starts and stops. That's where it starts and stops. They favored their friend who they've known for 10, 11 years, however long the show been on, who happens to just be light against a dark girl, and the darker girl has now made this issue into something bigger than what it actually is. Shaunie says, you know, at this point, she's like, I'm done. I don't have any moment. She was like, I was trying to give her a moment to, you know, talk. I would love to have a moment to talk, but I don't have no moments for her. And, you know, at this point, I can't even blame Shaunie. It's repetitive. It's getting old. It's over. So Shaunie says, hey, I'm ready to go home. I'm not at peace here. I came here for peace. I'm not at peace, and I'm ready to go home. Evelyn says she's ready to go home, and the ladies agree that the trip pretty much needs to be over. And you know, they're just kind of trying to talk it over. And Kristen is like, look, it is no point. If we're not gonna go over there and say exactly what this girl want to hear, it's no point. And I agree, it's just not. It's not, okay? So they go back over to the Jackie mansion, and now you got OG, Jen, and Jackie. And Jackie tells them, like, look, I'm mad because Shaunie is leaving, and she asked OG, okay? Now get this, y'all. Y'all here with me. She asked OG if OG is willing to consider that colorism, that her choice of wording of it being colorism may possibly not be the case, okay? She says, I want you to just be as open with them as you want them to be with you. Y'all, OG said, nope. Y'all, OG looked dead at her and said, no, I'm not saying what that. I'm not going to change how I feel because they want me to. So Jackie's like, I'm not telling you that. You can say, hey, this is what I feel. And allow them to say this is what they feel, and then let's move forward. And I agree, that's the mature thing to do, because it seems like every time everyone's allowing her to feel away, but then when they try to tell her how they feel about the situation, she doesn't want to hear it. That's not how. That's one-sided. So OG now says the whole group is colorist. Okay, she's like, the whole group is colorist, including myself. Excuse me, hold up, pause, and then got the nerve to say that she been saying all along that she's included, because Jen and Jackie was like, oh, you too? She was like, I've been saying that. Girl, when? Drop down in the comments and tell me if you ever heard OG say that she too was colorist. Because I ain't never heard it. And I be writing notes, y'all. I would have wrote that down. I would have wrote that down. She had never said that. So, meanwhile, in the Evelyn mansion, they show Shaunie leaving and Shaunie's leaving, and they show Evelyn saying she leaving because basically that's her home girl, and you know, she got her back. Girl, just say you ready to go, because you ain't leaving because you got her back. You leaving because you ready to go, and really that's your ally. That's your main ally. You don't want to be there on no island with OG without Shaunie protection. Be real. I see through that, Evelyn. But anyway, so they back at the Jackie mansion. So Jackie suggests, like I said earlier, Jackie suggests now that maybe it was favoritism and not colorism. And she says, like, OG, can you just meet them halfway? Like, just be open. Child, OG said, are we done? Jackie was like, I'm just trying to get the answer. I'm just asking you a question. OG said, nope. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm just laughing because it's funny. No, for real. I'm laughing because it's just, girl, you are full of yourself, OG. You really full of yourself. It's crazy. Is OG a Taurus? She's so stubborn. So, she says, basically, she's not willing to see anybody's perspective. She says she came. She was authentic. And she had all the combos that they wanted her to have, and there's nothing else she can do. And I think that she is focused on the fact that she sits down and talks to people. She feels like she's done her part. But just because you sat down and talked to someone in a closed, one-sided conversation, that's not sitting down and talking to someone, sweetie. What they're meaning is sit down and have an open, two-sided conversation. y'all both share y'all points and have a resolution and move forward. You've not done that one time. You've not even tried to assist. So Jackie, now she mad. And I love when Jackie get mad, y'all. My girl be getting razzled, dazzled. She be acting like an old lady, like an auntie, like a grandma when she get mad. So Jackie is snapping. She's like, I'm mad because you wasting my time. She's basically like, this trip is unnecessary because you told me that you was going to come on this trip and be open and sit down and talk to the girls. And now OG is like trying to backpedal, like, but I told you I would sit down and talk to them. And Jackie is like, that's it. It's a wrap. They don't want to talk to you anymore. They keep trying to talk to you, and every time you're like being mean, you're shutting it down. You're not trying to hear anything. You're not trying to get a resolution. Like these, Shaunie don't want to talk to you no more. These ladies are done, and you can't always be right. And she's like, and furthermore, I'm not no colorist. I'm really mad because you called me a colorist. And I'm still trying to figure out what I did. Because I'm your homegirl. I'm the only one sticking up for you. And now all of a sudden, I'm a colorist. Now you talking about you a colorist. And you been saying you was a colorist too. Like, girl, stop the cap. It's cap. Cap. Ain't that what that mean be saying? Anyway, Jackie basically says OG needs to talk to the girls, and she need to let it go. Okay, you need to let it go. You need to just let it go. OG says, hey, basically, what Jackie wants her to do is out of the question. She will not and cannot compromise. Okay, so Jackie's like, well, will you ever be able to like sit in the room with these women and it not be this issue, it not be the colors thing? Child, OG done got up and walked off. She done got up and walked off. And I'm going to have to agree with what Jen said at this point. You know, you hate to say something is at a point of no return, especially something this simple. But it is. It's at a point of no return. And at this point, I don't even know if you ladies really want to return to this point. Because like Jackie said, the whole thing of a sisterhood is to try to, at all times, no matter what the issue is, to build each other back up and come back to a place of togetherness. But at this point, it seems like OG not trying to do that at all. She's just trying to tear into the group more and more, hurt the group. And so at this point, you're not a part of the sisterhood, and it's just nothing more to say. So, y'all, clearly y'all see how I feel about the situation. I really would like to know how y'all feel about the situation. Y'all been dropping down in my comments and letting me know how y'all feel, and I love it. Thank y'all so much for running up my videos while I've been gone. I promise I won't leave y'all again for no 9 days or whatever. I got a couple videos coming up this week. I got another scary reaction video coming up for all my scary reaction fans. If you like those videos, those are every Friday for Freaky Friday. I also have videos coming out, reality review, which that's what this is. Reality reviews come out on Sunday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night. Or sometimes it's the morning following those shows, which, you know, the nights of the show or the next morning, but I'm trying to get them out. I try to get them out the same night for you guys because I don't like to make y'all wait. Anyway, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you want a post notification shout out, so make sure you subscribe, like this video, turn on those post notifications, comment done, okay, and share this with somebody if you would like. Thank you so much, y'all. Almost got me at 200 subscribers. The last time I checked, I was at 199. When I get to 300 subscribers, I am going to do a gift card giveaway for $25. So y'all help me run it up. Make sure y'all tell a friend to subscribe to this channel so we can get these giveaways started, because your girl is on a journey to 1,000. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will be back probably in a day or two, okay? See y'all next time.